I call to order the Tuesday, June 11th, 2019 meeting of the City of Davenport Historic Preservation Commission. The commission has before it the regular meeting minutes of May 7th and the work session of May 7th. Are there any changes, deletions, or additions? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor of approving the minutes signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the minutes are approved. We have no old business tonight. Are there any communications from commission members tonight? Seeing none, we'll move on to new business, and that's case number COA 19-03, and that's to replace two first-floor windows on the east elevation, remove second-story deck on the west elevation, and replace door with window, rebuild the deck at the west elevation, and replace exterior deck and replace two exterior doors at 702 West 6th Street. The Beck Rental House number 2 is located in the local Hamburg Historic District. Tyler Frick is the petitioner. Staff report.
Thank you, Brandon Melton. Just basically going to lay out the findings in the background a little bit since I'm pinch hitting for Ryan, but we'll try to answer any questions you have related to the case. But the findings were that the proposal would achieve consistency with Section 1406 D2 of the Davenport City Code, which encourages proportions, width versus height relationship between the windows to be compatible with the architectural design and the character of the design property. The proposal would achieve consistency with Section 14060 D4 of the Davenport City Code, which encourages the replacement of windows to be similar in style and material to the historic windows. So the staff recommendation is to approve this case in accordance with the work write-up and specifications subject to the following conditions. One, that the deck be painted in a similar color to the front deck.
Thank you. Are there any questions for staff? Commissioner?
Dave's having trouble making his.
Yeah.
Commissioner Cordis?
Yes. I can't read my buttons. My only comment is just a point of correction on here. The application does appear to have the correct address, but in the agenda, it's identified as 702 West 6th Street. It's actually 7th Street.
Okay. Yeah, I think our case file said 7th, and for whatever reason it got put in. Thank you.
I don't see the petitioner here. Since there's no questions, that we had a work session on this last month. They are using Marvin windows, and for those that are unaware, that Marvin windows have been in the historic preservation business probably over 40 plus years now. So, sing. Yes. I would entertain a motion to approve COA 19-03 as presented.
A motion to approve.
Is there a second? Roll call. Mm-hmm.
Cordes? Yes. Keel?
Yes.
Wonio?
Yes.
Cochran?
Yes.
Free?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Item number 2 is case number COA 19-04, replace tower at 601 North Marquette Street. This is the St. Joseph's Catholic Church, which is a local historic landmark. Rusty Boroff is the petitioner. Staff report.
Okay. The background is the repairs to include patching the tower roof shingles, replacing the damaged and missing metal ridge molding. It also includes the cleaning, priming, and painting of some of the tower and pressed tin, wood trim, the louver, and accent work. The findings were that the proposal would achieve consistency with Section 14060D4 of the Davenport City Code, which encourages historic or original architectural features be repaired. And staff recommends approval in accordance with the work write-up and plan.
Are there any questions from commissioners? Seeing none. I don't see the petitioner here. Oh. You're representing the petitioner? Ah. Much like the other tall spires in the city, this probably got a little bit of wind when the tornado came through 3 years ago, because the Catholic Church has fixed several others because of this. So this is a great organization. They're stabilizing the neighborhood. They put a lot of hard effort into preserving the church. So seeing no questions, I would entertain a motion to approve COA 19-04 as presented.
I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, roll call.
Cordes? Yes. Keel? Yes. Wonio? Yes. McGivern?
Yes.
Cochran? Yes. Free?
Yes. Item number 3 is COA 19-05. That's tear off an old garage roof and install a new one at 630 West 6th Street. The Frederick and Johanna Lischner Clausen House is located in the local Hamburg Historic District. Jack Haberman is the petitioner. Staff report.
Just the findings are that the proposal achieves consistency with Section 14060C1 of the Davenport City Code, which encourages a reasonable effort to make the minimal number of changes necessary to maintain a designated property in a good state of repair. Staff recommends approval of this case in accordance with the work write-up.
Thank you. The petitioner is here. Jack, do you have anything you would like to say about the project? Okay. Seeing no questions, I would entertain a motion to approve case number COA 19-05 as presented.
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Roll call?
Cordes? Yes. Keel? Yes. Wonio? Yes. McGivern?
Yes.
Cochran? And Free.
Yes. Item number 4 is COA 19-06, and that's tear off a garage roof and install a new one at 506 West 8th Street. The John W. and Catherine Buck House is located in the local historic Hamburg district. Jack Haberman is the petitioner. Staff report.
The proposal achieves consistency with the Davenport Code. Minimum number of changes required. Any questions?
Seeing no questions. Just another roof, Jack? I would entertain a motion to approve COA 19-06 as presented.
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Roll call?
Cordes? Keel?
Yes.
Wonio? Yes. McGivern?
Yes.
And Cochran?
Yes. Item number 5 is case number DNRP 19-01, and that's to demolish the building at 1121 Mound Street. The Barney Peterson Cottage is located in the village of East Davenport National Register Historic District. Chris Snyder is the petitioner. Staff report.
For the findings, the Jacobson survey notes there was a log foundation here. However, there's no information at this time to support that. it is difficult to be deemed to embody the distinctive characters of the architectural style valuable for the study area. It's staff opinion that the building is contributing, but it is not individually significant in the local landmark district. Staff recommends approval of the demolition.
Any questions? We did have a work session on this last month. Commissioner McGivern?
Did we ever hear back from the Village Schmid, the district, and we asked about that last time, and did we hear anything back?
I don't think we really got the follow-up that we thought we were gonna get after the work session we had with them.
Yeah. Commissioner Cordes?
Yeah, I guess and I apologize because I wasn't here for the work session. The only comments that I have is it's discouraging whenever we do lose a historic building, and it does have some effect on the local district. That when even structures of minimal significance that are contributing to a district are lost one by one by one, it does begin to have an impact on the district and may result at some time of district lines being redrawn and this block possibly even not being in the district in the future. But that being said, it also seems that our only grounds to deny a demolition permit would be if it's eligible for landmark status, which is essentially the same thing as being individually eligible for the National Register, which it clearly is not. So it's one of those cases where it's sad to see it go because the impact that it will have over time on the rest of the district. But when we look at the way the ordinances are drawn and what the reality is, as I look at it, I have no choice but to support the demolition permit, or the request for demolition.
I agree with everything you've said. One thing that we did learn at the work session was our local water utility, they had a major rupture at the intersection there, and it flowed for 24 hours down the street and did damage to this small structure's foundation. I would agree, we're faced with this time and time again, but yet the two organizations that are responsible for the village won't comment to us how they feel, and whether or not the council would agree to us if we locally landmark the village is a whole nother cat in the hat. So I would agree too, since it does not rise to being individually landmarked, and that's our archaic system we have now, that we're faced with another demolition. Commissioner McGivern.
Past experience has shown me we always have to be careful about the village of East Davenport. It would have been nice if the Schmid would have, like, the district would have commented on this just to get some feedback. That said, I have walked around that property and looked at it. It's really not, I mean, most people, it sits so far back away from the street, most people they walk by it and don't even recognize it other than it's dilapidated. Right on the corner is that little new property they did. It's a little bar. I've not been in there, but it looks nice. But I think they had a significant amount of modernization, and from my just walking around the subject property, I just think it would be, it's not, I don't think, significant to the district, but it sure would be nice to get some feedback from the village about their plan and where this is going. Otherwise, I think they're losing the cohesiveness of it, and that would be a shame. But I would support the demolition. It's just not significant.
The petitioner also indicated to those of us that were at the work session that that he was not making this a candidate for a parking lot, that it would remain a green space until such time that possibly new development in kind would go in its place. So, are there any other discussions from the commission?
The only thing that I thought maybe we didn't discuss last time was, yeah, he did get a lot of damage from the water, but if there was an insurance payout, did he even look at repairing it with that? I'm
It's
sure.
hard to say. It's been
Yeah.
vacant for a number of years, so that's kind of beyond our preview.
It looks to me maybe it was bought wrong, and maybe that this is sort of a bailout, that he paid too much for it, and would have to put too much into it for what the market value is. That's sort of how I feel, is it's kind of bailing him out a little bit, and that doesn't sit too well with me, but having said that, I kind of agree with what
Yeah.
everybody else has said.
Seeing no more discussion, I would entertain a motion to approve DNRP 19-01 as presented.
I would like to make a motion to approve, but I just would like to have it noted that unfortunately the documentation that we were really looking for to approve this and feel good about it was not ever provided, as it was indicated that it would be before this was brought to the table. But we are kind of in a bind with the way that our system is here, so that really needs to be noted on this case, and it needs to be corrected. But I'll make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion on the motion?
I agree with what Commissioner Kuhl just shared. And I also would feel much better if we had seen feedback from the Schmid, but I'll move forward.
Roll call?
Cochran. McGivern.
Yes.
Wino. Wino, sorry. I was trying to remember what it was pronounced. Keel. Cordes. And Free.
Yes. Yes, it is. We have no other business tonight. We'll now open up the meeting for public comment. Is there anyone that would like to address the commission? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second? All those in favor of adjournment signify by saying aye. Those opposed, the commission is adjourned.